Today, Sonic and I reacting to Giant Earths versus Minecraft Steve.
What did Steve do to deserve this?
He messed with the Ender Dragon, and the Ender Dragon sending Earth to him.
Medium Earth.
So he hates Steve and the entire planet? That doesn't seem fair on us.
No, not at all. I mean, to be fair, you're not from this planet though, Sonic, so if it was a
true,
green
but I
hill
consider
zone-
it my home.
Oh, that's true, that's true. I love it. Sonic, defend us!
I mean, there's not really much I can do against a giant bowling ball. What do you want me to do? Jump on top of it and, like, run the opposite way?
There's not much you can do against a giant bowling ball. You've defeated Eggman in these giant mechanized machines, and yet a bowling ball you can't deal with?
That's true. When I see Eggman in a machine, it gives me, like, a rage. And I could just spin dash into him and destroy it.
So you just gotta be angry,
You can't
is that
spin
it?
dash into a ball. A ball is already spin dashing at you.
Oh, you're right! It's the perfect Sonic counter!
Yep.
Oh, that was a cute little smack.
There's a little dink in the front. It was like nothing happened.
Medium Earth.
Oh, have you seen just how big the sun is in compared to Earth, Sonic?
Oh, I have those videos of like the scale of the universe. They're incredible.
I know, they're insane! Almost as big as your mama!
Wow. Wow, Blocky. You bring me on this channel and that's what you subject me to.
I've been thinking of that one for days!
Planning it for weeks.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
now this just feels cruel. Squishing Steve with a car?
I know! I mean, he's not even jumping out of the way, though. Like, if I was Steve, I'd be calling the police and running behind those trees.
That's exactly what you should do. You should get out the way of a giant green van.
Yeah, exactly. But look, it's probably camouflage, right? Because it's the color of the grass around it. They probably didn't even see it coming.
So it's an invisible van?
Yeah, and oh my goodness, they didn't do a thing to stop this guy.
2.
Oh. Oh, it's a subscribe button.
The Earth is destroying YouTube.
No, that's where I live.
I'm sorry, Blocky. A giant Earth is coming to crush you.
64.
Well, at least I don't have to deal with a death egg.
120.
That's true.
Oh my goodness, how many Steves do they have for this Sonic?
200.
They must have cloned like 1 million Steves. There are way too many Steves here.
That is not cool, man. Do you think they're using Dr. Eggman's technology?
Mini
I
car.
reckon they are. I reckon Eggman's got something to do with this.
Ha!
Small car.
Do you say Eggman's got something to do with every minor inconvenience that happens? Like,
Yes, I do. If I get stopped at a red light at the traffic lights, it's probably Eggman's doing.
and then you look across the lane and you see Eggman in another car with a remote pointed at the lights.
Yep. And he's got the green light and he's just slowly driving across.
Oh, that's something Eggman would do.
It is. Then I get out of my car and I spin dash him.
And when you're pouring your cereal, and then it only fills up half the bowl before it goes empty, and then you look
Yeah, it's
across the
Eggman.
room, and Eggman's like running away with the other half.
Yep. So I spin dash him.
So you spin dash him, so you punch him in the face.
Exactly. That's exactly what I do. Look, he has it coming. If you're stealing a man's milk, then you deserve violence.
But Sonic, I feel like those are relatively minor pranks.
I know, but I mean, come on. How am I supposed to save the day if I haven't had a full breakfast?
That's true. I mean, like, one day you're just, stealing a little bit of cereal from your mate, and the next day you're blowing up the entire planet with a Death Star-like giant planet egg.
Exactly. You're shrinking the planet down and throwing it onto the Golden Gate Bridge to splatter Steve's.
That's right. You know what? You gotta beat him at the source.
Exactly. Stop him early. That's what I say.
Well, it's that philosophical thing, Sonic. If you knew that, well, like, someone was about to commit a crime, would you stop them before they committed the crime?
How do I know they're gonna commit the crime? Is it like a time travel thing, or is it like I got a hunch?
It's a 99% chance possibility that they will. And you have...
Okay, what crime is it?
Murder.
Oh, I'd probably tell the guy they're gonna murder and be like, go on holiday.
That's fair. I mean, yeah.
Colossal Steve.
That's smart. I mean, I'd
Like,
probably...
is it like this Steve being chopped in half by a train?
Yeah,
and we could do something to
exactly.
save him?
You told him to go on holiday, and this is his holiday place. But that's
He's
exactly what
relaxing
led
on
it
the
to
train
happen.
tracks. Steve, no!
He loves the sound of trains, Sonic. He grew up listening to his mum working a train.
His mum was a train driver.
Yeah. And he grew up basically on the train. In fact, he was born on the train.
He was born on the train.
Yeah.
So for fun, he lies next to the railway track and listens to the trains go past.
Yeah, because it reminds him of his birth.
Blocky, that would be like us going to the hospital for fun because we were born there.
Okay, when you say it like that, that's very weird.
It is weird, isn't it?
Yeah. But like, there's some people that like to listen to, you know, heartbeat ASMR because it reminds them of being in the womb.
Blocky, I don't think people can remember being in the womb. That would be a horrible thing to remember.
There's some people out there that say they can, Sonic.
Wow. Okay. Maybe I just haven't met the right people.
Do you think Eggman remembers being in an egg?
I reckon he sleeps in an egg every night to remember.
Oh, that's embarrassing. You gotta get
It's
photos
very
of
embarrassing,
that.
yeah. He gets covered in all the egg goo. It's weird.
Ew! What? So he literally like goos it up before going to sleep in it?
Yep. Every day he gets a new egg, and he like cracks the top off it, and then he slips inside, and all the goo goos out.
So he gets a small egg and he slips inside. What, does he slip inside his pinky?
No, he gets a small egg. He uses his growth ray to like grow it up to the size of a man, and then he chops the top off and gets in.
Oh, yuck! I'm just imagining an egg the size of a man.
Yeah, it's
I was
disgusting.
expecting a giant one, but the size of a man just feels weird.
Yep. And he gets in it. He climbs in the top, and all the goo comes out the sides.
yuck.
Yeah, and then he goes to sleep. It's weird.
Ew, yeah, no wonder. He needs to be put down.
This is why I stopped going to Eggman's lab, you see. You see horrible things there.
That makes sense. That's traumatizing.
People are always like, Sonic, why don't you just go to Eggman's lab and take away all of his drones before he can deploy them? And I'm like, no, I'm never going back there again.
Never again. By the way, look at this plane going past. Even the pilots hate Steve.
Yeah, this guy is flying way too low.
Yeah. Yeah, do you have a license for that, oi?
Now he needs to take off. He needs to go up.
What if he is trying to take off? Or maybe it's an emergency landing.
64.
He's going to emergency land into a canyon?
Yeah, filled with men in a line.
Yeah, this isn't a good place. This is a bad place for your emergency landing. This pilot needs to be stopped.
That's why it's called an emergency landing, Sonic.
How many pigs to stop the
I
train?
think the plane exploded that time.
Yeah. Oh, now what? Now this is just animal abuse.
This is cruelty. Okay, whoever's making these videos, I've got to stop them. I'm going to spin dash into their train so they can't do this anymore.
Hey guys, welcome to Eggman YouTube. Today I'm running a train over pigs.
That is exactly what Eggman's channel would be like.
Right?
It'd just be the cruelest thing you could imagine.
Although he'd probably be doing it to hedgehogs, right?
He would. I mean, he hates all animals. He famously squishes animals into his machines.
128.
That is true. That's true. But I mean, I don't think he runs them over before putting them in his machines. I think he builds them nice and comfy and cozy.
Oh, do you think so? You think it's nice being trapped in a machine, Blocky?
Well, have you been trapped in a machine, Sonic?
0.
No, I haven't. But they always seem pretty happy when I release them.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, who wouldn't, though?
I'll let Eggman know that you're interested in being popped into one of his
Well,
machines, though.
not entirely.
You're not interested, Blocky. That's interesting.
Look at I love this balloon experiment.
His death is coming slower and slower and slower.
Oh, when you put it like that, I mean, yeah, then that's pretty upsetting, I guess. Oh!
1.
They dropped YouTube on top of him. YouTube's killing Steve again.
Guys, quick, hit that sub button to remove it for Steve so he can survive.
Save one of the Steves, please.
Yeah, at least one of them, guys.
Out of the million dead Steves we've seen today.
Guys, every Steve counts, you know. Each Steve that dies here is one that dies in hardcore Minecraft.
R.I.P. Steve, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Fly high into the sky with creative mode. But guys, if you want to see more hilarious videos with Sonic, smash like and subscribe.
See you next time.